Hello everybody, it is me Darcy, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the podcast, Time of the Week, where I sit here with this man. And we talk a little bit of rubbish, a little bit of stuff.
Yeah.
Guys, it's a new month. Do you know that?
Yeah, it is. It started yesterday.
And it's Easter? I did not.
Oh, you didn't?
No, fuck no.
That was Good Friday tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. I found that out.
Oh,
last
today
night.
for you guys.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Had no clue it was Easter. Like, just was like, boom. And guys, that's why there hasn't been any Easter content out, because
because we forgot. Yeah, fair point.
I just didn't know. I thought it was still 2 weeks away.
You know what That means we missed the Phasmo one. I'm mad. I didn't even see anything on that.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not super mad, because if I actually like scroll up here so you can see it,
Yeah, that's probably the easy way, because I don't remember my password.
you'll know that you'll notice something really quickly. But guys, yeah. So we'll hit that on the head first of all. I didn't know it was Easter.
Yeah.
Like, had no fucking clue, and that's why there is no Easter content, because I didn't do any of it.
Yeah, that's their Easter event.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, point is, let's get started with a little bit of channel news, shall we?
Indeed. So,
Take it away.
Monday this week was a bit of Indiana Jones.
It was.
Yeah.
Shanghai, guys. We made it to Shanghai. Well, technically, we made it to Shanghai at the end of the last episode.
Yes.
But you know, we do it. It's a very short, very very linear part of the game. Basically boils down to running down the street. Basically boils down to running down the street, getting in a plane.
Yeah.
And then an on-rail shooter for a bit.
Yeah, fair enough.
Very frustrating though, because when you're in the on-rail shooter part, you're flying around this plane shooting down other planes. One, you can shoot yourself in the tail, which is never fun.
Yeah, that's a bit of an issue.
And two, and this is far more terrible, is that a button prompt pops up at one point.
Yes.
So, for those of you who don't play a lot of video games, you might not understand. You know, if you watch it on a screen, you might go like, "Oh, there's a button prompt there." But when you are playing a video game, it is very easy to get lost in what you're doing and miss button prompts.
Oh, easily.
Both of us have done this many times.
Yeah.
It doesn't help.
I did it a lot in some of the early videos.
Yeah.
With those games.
Yeah. It also doesn't help that the button prompt is white on white.
What?
The plane,
stupid.
the plane you're in is white, and so if you're looking in a certain direction, you can't really see it. But there is a button prompt that I missed so many times, because it pops up as a plane is coming in. So you're focusing on trying to shoot down that plane. You cannot shoot down that plane. You will constantly die. And I was like, constantly fucking dying. What is going on?
Yeah.
And I literally had to Google what was going on for it to be like, oh, there is a button prompt that pops up. And once I read that, I went, okay, let's do this. Bang, there's the button prompt. I'm like, fucking okay, it's there. You can see it, but
yeah,
it's one of those things where it's like you've spent the last like X amount of time since you got in the plane shooting down planes. So you see this plane coming in, and you start shooting at it, and you're focusing on shooting at it as it goes across the top of the screen when this button prompt pops up.
Yeah, and it pops up down the bottom where you're not focusing. It makes it hard to find it. Yeah,
and so it is, without a doubt, probably the worst thing I've come across in the whole Indiana Jones game so far. But you know, other than that, you know, it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I did Shanghai, got in the plane, did some very unbelievable acrobatics.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So climbing from the wing of one plane, jumping onto the wing of another plane.
No, I don't think that's going to work all that well.
No, because first of all, the planes are traveling quite fast, you know. Even old propeller planes traveled pretty fast. And secondly, the second you jump,
You're no longer. You don't have that propulsion anymore.
You are.
So you're being dragged.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going backwards.
And they did it like a wing to wing thing, not like a this one's in front and this one's behind. So you're just jumping and hoping for the best. No, they did it like you jump that way and you land on the wing. And it's like no, because I jumped about 5 meters back that way.
That doesn't make sense.
Oh no. But anyway, so that happens.
It's a thing of like when they do the test they show tests like on trains and that sort of thing. It's like throw the ball up, it's always gonna land in your hand, but its track was like more of an arch. It's like unless you're outside the train, at which point that ball is going backwards.
Yeah,
it's not following you anymore. It's this little thing called wind resistance.
Well, it's that, and it's
things,
relativity, really.
Yeah.
So there's this really cool one where if you're in a train compartment, you can throw a ball forwards and it will go forwards to the person who's catching it.
Correct.
And if you go, okay, now we're going to have you on a platform outside the train.
Yeah.
And you're going to do the same thing. And you throw it and the ball goes by because the train, it's no longer in the confines of the train.
Yes.
So the train moving forwards takes away from the ball moving forward. Relativity is fucking crazy.
Yeah. And as I said, the fact that you're outside is because of the wind resistance.
Oh, yeah, but it's also because the ball, once you throw the ball is hasn't been imparted with speed.
Yes.
And wind resistance is an equal and opposite force to the speed of the train. Yes. So now the speed of the train is being taken from the speed of your throw.
Yeah.
So, someone like me, if I'm on a slow enough moving train, I might be able to get a ball to you.
Yes.
Because I can throw fast enough that there's a possibility.
That, in the end, it wouldn't.
Depends on how slow the train is moving.
Well, let's see the next thing. Well, yes, it has to be moving slower than you can actually throw it. The speed you can throw it, because
my average.
The fact is, once it leaves your hand, it's now you've given it all the momentum you have.
Oh yeah.
But it's constantly losing momentum as it goes forward.
Oh yeah.
So is the train. The train, however, isn't losing speed as it's going forward because it's being pushed forward.
I reckon if the train is moving at about 20 kilometers an hour, I can do that because I throw a ball at roughly 95.
I can get close-ish to 90. So it's like, again, that would be...
Remember when we went to the Questacon and we were doing that accurate throw thing? I can throw accurately at 95 plus.
Yeah.
But again, that's years and years and years and years and years of baseball and stuff.
Correct, yes.
So, I built that. But I think once the train's going over about 30, the wind resistance is going to be too much, and the ball might get close, but it's not. No, it's
look, and there's a certain point that you're going to throw it, and then you're going to catch it. Yeah,
I think for me to throw and then catch, the train would have to be going closer to about 50.
I would say so.
For me to throw to someone about 10, 15 meters away from me, the train would probably be having sub 20.
More than likely.
Anything between about 20 and 50, the ball is just going to kind of and fall away.
Yeah.
But anyway, point is that, so they jump, there's a whole thing, and then you're flying a plane, and then we go to the new area, which is a jungle. So, I've made it to a new area, which is kind of cool. Indiana Jones is helping a rebellion, which I think is a little bit on the nose. Just a tad. I'm like, okay, can't have Harrison Ford in a rebellion. But unless I get a really cool fucking vest outfit with a white shirt.
Yeah. You're already doing the shoot first thing.
That's my motto. But anyway, point is that, so we did the whole Shanghai area. It's not that long. That's pretty cool. It's a set piece, really. It's just a set piece.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks because I feel like a city setting would be really cool for the game, because we kind of went like the Vatican City, which kind of had like a small town vibe.
It would, yeah.
Then we went to the desert.
Did you by chance go there on a horse with no name?
No, I took a plane. No, I took a blimp. Um,
Okay.
So then you went to the desert where, again, there was another kind of like small town, but it was mostly just barren desert.
Yeah.
Then we were in the snow where there was absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Because it was a snowy mountaintop.
Correct, yes.
So we haven't really done like the big, voluptuous, overpopulated city type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that'd be a really cool kind of like check mark to have on it. Like, cool, you've got to do all this stuff in the city, but there's lots of people in the city, and it's a little bit more crowded, and
you also got to try not to be weird, but it's also easier to be more inconspicuous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, so didn't really do anything there. And then so now we're in the jungle, and small, again, like in a small fishing village type thing. So yeah. But other than that, like story beats wise, it's gone pretty well. Indy got fired from his job, which is hilarious.
Oh, nice.
Not surprised. Got fired from his job over the phone.
Over the phone? What?
Yeah.
Did he take too long to get back? Apparently, like months on end is too long.
Apparently, a professor running off in the middle of exam period isn't good.
Yes, that's a problem. That is a problem.
But no, it was hilariously funny because it's like on the phone talking, and they're like, "You're fired." It's like they've fired you, and then the giant dude who keeps showing up just like kind of shows up, and it's like boom, and he's like, hold on, and I'm like, dude, you cannot catch a break.
Nope.
You've just been fired, and now you're gonna get your teeth kicked in. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, look, as I said, I'm really enjoying it. Honestly, like a lot of story kind of just like progression happened. I pretty much got to do no exploring, so I haven't figured out anything. But one of my favorite things that happened in this episode was just the fact that so you're sitting down with this old man in this village in Siam, which is full of Italians, which again doesn't quite make sense.
Okay. Yep.
But apparently Indiana Jones has a very, very different history to real world history.
Which would kind of make sense.
The Nazis were in Egypt instead of the British.
Yeah.
And the Italians were in Siam, again, instead of the British.
They really don't want to put the British in there, do they?
It's kind of hard to be like, the British are the bad guys. And no matter what you believe about actual history, being like, well, they were empire, but go fuck yourself.
Fair.
You cannot judge the past on modern sensibilities. And
True.
At World War II, the British Empire was very different to the early 1700s British Empire, and
very different.
The Empire of the 1800s and all of that. Towards the end of during the interwar period is when they kind of started going, maybe we shouldn't have a giant empire.
Maybe not.
But again, also, it's stupid to say, like, oh, they didn't do anything terrible. Of course they did terrible stuff.
Without a doubt, did it?
History is terrible.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it.
That's why you never want to go back in time.
Exactly. I was thinking about it.
People keep saying they want to, but no, you don't.
But anyway, the point is that, yes, it's kind of hard to say in the era of World War II is about to happen that the British are the bad guys.
Yeah.
It's also like because of the way the game is set up, and I'll give them a little bit of like I'll give them a little bit of crap for this, because I think that with a little bit of extra finagling, you could easily have had the British be the authority figure in a place.
True.
And simply what you do is you take away the ability to shoot them, because you don't want Indiana Jones shooting ostensibly good guys.
Yeah.
So that's why I've always been dealing with fascists or Nazis.
Yeah, true.
Because it's like no one feels bad about you shooting them.
True.
So, but and they attack you, and again that makes sense because they're fascists and Nazis. However, you could have the British, and instead of, I don't know, beating you to death, they could just arrest you and make life a little bit more difficult for you.
Yeah, that'll do it.
If they caught you in the wrong place, instead of just attacking you, they would just arrest you and put you in a jail cell, which you've got to break out from.
And then if they find you again, well, harsher punishment.
Yeah, but to save difficulty on having to have a system where it's like, they just go, this area is just full of fascists or Nazis.
Yeah, which makes it easier for them.
It does make it easier.
Yeah.
But, you kind of sit there and go like, Because, the reality was that Indiana Jones never really, in any of the movies, I don't think, ever really was like, we're using a different World War II beginning point, really.
Yeah, true, they didn't.
Like, I'm trying to think of all of them. I'm like, there's not one of them where he's like in the ones where he's actually dealing with Nazis.
Yeah.
It's like in Africa and stuff, which is where they were. They were in Africa.
True.
He doesn't deal with them in India in the Temple of Doom. He's dealing with like a weird cult.
True.
So it's like, it's not like they ever were like, ooh, but
it's different.
Yeah, we're showing that it's a different setting for World War II. It was more like,
look, the only thing that made it was like with the cult, with what was happening towards the end, it's like, okay, well, this is definitely supernatural vibes, so it kind of makes sense that it's no longer part of their thing. Then they brought the aliens in, which seemed a little more active than it's.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. There's always been supernatural elements to it. Like that's just Indiana Jones, but it's like it's sort of like history with these supernatural elements added.
Yeah,
because it's like, and it kind of makes sense with history because there was a lot of occultists within the Nazis.
True.
Where it's like they were out there looking for ancient super weapons, and it's like, okay, and that's kind of what they've run with.
True.
Again, though, I don't ever believe that they were ever like, they were just operating in places where they literally couldn't have been operating because it would be really. As I said, for me, the biggest one is Cairo. Which was, Egypt was definitely British before the war. And the pyramids being right next to Cairo. Hey, the point is, and this is, as I said, it's just kind of like, I understand why they're doing it, but I don't think ever in Indiana Jones they were like, oh yeah, it turns out that the Nazis had control of Egypt before the start of World War II. Because it was like, no.
No, they didn't put any of that in.
Yeah.
It's sort of, I would argue say it made it seem like they were sort of buying their way in there. To be like, you just ignore us while we do this.
Yeah, I do get that.
It kind of seemed a bit like that.
I do get that. My only issue, though, is that, like, because, again, like, there's an argument to be made that the Germans, as, like, a German, you could be a archaeologist and have an archaeological dig in Egypt, and in the interwar period, the British would be like, go for it.
Yeah.
The problem is, when you've got like 20 Nazi camps with gun-wielding Nazis walking around.
That's the extensive part.
And you're going like, I could imagine them letting an archaeologist and his, archaeology group and definitely some like security in.
Yeah.
But then to just be like, you now control this whole area near the pyramids and you can do whatever you like. That's where I draw the line. It's like,
yeah, that's fair.
Yes, we have a prison on in our dig site. Yeah, I don't think that the British would let you have a prison in your dig site.
Yeah.
They'd be like, if you have any trouble, you bring it to us, even if you, like, as a German interwar period archaeologist with a security team around my dig site, that they might allow me to have. I doubt they're letting me build a giant compound and hang my Nazi flags down, and they'll be like, actually,
there might be an issue over there.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no, that's understandable.
And that's where, and like, then there's the Siam thing, which is like, Siam, a lot of weird stuff was happening in Siam during the interwar period.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense there's fascists there, but anyway, I'm digressing and getting too bogged down in the fact that they made changes to try and make the story work, which, I just feel like there's a few things that they could have done to make the story work better. Like, just made you go to places where the Nazis were.
I mean, yeah.
And be like, that's why they're there. Not go to places where the Nazis weren't and be like, but they're there.
But they are. Trust us.
The other one, which, as I said, this was just something I walked in. So I walk in, like, at the beginning of the Siam part, you walk into this, like, hotel. You don't get to spend long there, but you walk into this hotel. And I think one of the first things I picked up was, like, a piece of paper talking about rebellion, which, was happening in Siam at the time, so that's pretty cool. And I look at it, and then I turn and look at, like, these three people who are sitting on a couch. I'm like, well, there's the rebels right there. And guess what? I was correct. Turns out if someone's wearing a fucking eye patch, they are probably a rebel.
What the fuck? Make it obvious, why don't they?
Yeah, it was just like, I lifted the piece of paper and went, oh, there's a rebellion happening, cool. Turn around and see three people sitting on, like, in these, like, sofas, real sketchy, like, one of them's got an eye patch, the other one's, like, got a bandana. I'm like, rebels. And they're like...
See, that's 100% a situation of, like, the law enforcement walking in and being like, we've got to stop this them right over there. Those guys.
and then the story happens a bit more, and then you're getting shot at, and it's like, they're the rebels, and I'm like, well, obviously, come on.
Who knew?
Where's my what do they call it? Subverting the audience. Where's my subverting the audience? Anyway, that was Indiana Jones. It was good. Yeah. I liked it. As I said, I really like the game. I think everyone should play it. And maybe if you're not as into history as me, especially like my World War I and World War II history.
Fair.
Maybe you won't have the same issues I have, and you can just you'll be more happy with the story. Basically, what I'm saying is, if you've gone through the education system as it currently is, you'll be fine.
Yes.
But I will say this, guys: if at any point I go back to ancient Rome and there's Nazis, I'm gonna crack it.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
That's the next time period I know a lot about.
It is. Yes.
They weren't here at all.
We will hear about it when we get there. Hold on. Do they go to ancient Rome?
Probably not. I don't think there's any time traveling in this. Globe hopping, absolutely. Time travel, no.
What was I saying?
Plus, we're already in the Vatican City.
What was the game say?
Indiana Jones Great Circle. Anyway, and then so that was Indiana Jones. Because I can tell you they don't go to ancient Rome.
No, I'm going to see where they go to. I want a head start on this. So from that point onwards, that was Monday. Wednesday this week was Dave the Diver.
Was Dave the Diver.
It was indeed. You finally got back into it to make some sushi.
Yeah, something like that. What I was actually doing was trying to unlock a sniper rifle. Because, that's... Underwater sniper rifles are all the jam. Kids love an underwater sniper rifle.
Accepted a harpoon, but an underwater sniper rifle?
Underwater sniper rifle. No, basically, I went back to Dave the Diver. That is a really little fun game. So, I've started going deeper. I started going deeper, right? And going deeper brings with it a new worry, a new threat.
A tougher enemy.
A
tougher fish.
More sharks.
Yes.
Mainly.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like, I can deal with a shark.
You can't deal with 5 at once.
Maybe. I do have a shotgun.
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
But, like, yeah, I was not expecting it. So, I was diving. So the mission I'm doing is like searching for sea people. So it's like you got to go and find like their artifacts and stuff.
Yes.
Or more. I found a cave.
Yeah.
And now Cobra, you know, that guy, he's a bit weird. He's telling me I got to use bombs, and I'm like, okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Don't. Are we sure this is smart? Are we sure this is smart? Me, bombs. Point of the fact is, I'm getting bombs.
Yeah. Okay.
Other point of the fact is that I ran into what they call a sawtooth shark. Now, I don't know if you know about sawfish.
Yeah.
Basically, the sawtooth shark is a sawfish.
Well, yeah.
Except way more aggressive. Now, sawfish are generally like pretty chill. They cruise along the bottom, and you know, you don't want to get whacked by them because
obviously
the aforementioned. I guess
the aforementioned thing on the front of their face.
Like I would equate it to a baseball bat with nails in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, the sawfish. I don't really know where else you find them, but we have a lot of them around here.
Yeah.
Like you can go fishing for them, and they can get sizable. I've seen some pretty big ones.
True.
But they're not really a shark. They're more related to like what's the thing that lives on stingrays? I think, or the not stingrays specifically, but like the stuff like stingrays where they kind of float along the bottom and just mung on shit that they find in the thing. The saw of its face is not used to brutalize me.
Well, it is known as a shark, but yes, looking at the photos of it, it would be closer to the stingray.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Definitely looks closer, but definitely known as a shark.
Oh, okay. Carpenter shark.
Yeah.
Family of very large rays characterized since a ray.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So it's not actually a shark. That's my point.
Okay, I didn't read further forward. I just saw a shark in the first line. I was done.
Because it does look like a shark, but it is actually more related to a ray. I knew that because I went to many aquariums when I was in school.
Yeah.
Anyway, point is that so they've called it a sawtooth shark.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the whole thing, it's technically a ray.
Mm-hmm.
And it just messed me up, man.
Yeah.
And it was super aggressive to me. Like, it saw me and was like, you, out. And I was like, what if I take you near another fish? Maybe you just eat that fish, you know, that is your natural prey. And then it was like, no, you die. And I was like, oh shit.
Okay, fair enough.
But I found the sea people. Now I've got to find bombs. I hired someone for the restaurant to make my life easier.
Smart.
It's brilliant now.
Yeah.
One of the things that was really starting to kill me was the fact that I could not keep up with all the orders.
Yeah, that was starting to happen when I was watching that one time.
Yeah. So now that I have another person who can do the orders, it's a little bit easier. I need to hire a new person in the kitchen because, you know, Bancho just can't keep up with all the orders. So, you know, but yeah, we're advancing. We're making money. I'm going deeper. It's a fun little game. It is. It's fun. I don't know where it's going, but what I do know, and I will quickly pull this up so that Kris can see it, because this is probably like the funniest thing.
Yeah.
So there's a DLC coming out for Dave the Diver. I can't remember when it's coming out. But June 18th, we have Dave the Diver in the jungle.
What?
Yeah, so that's coming out. So I want to be ready. I want to be ready for that. Super confused how we're making sushi in the jungle.
I mean, you could get some fish, but you're not going to get anything over the top.
No, it's going to be great.
You're not going to make a lot of money there.
It's going to be great. I'm going to love it. But yeah, so that's coming out in June. So I want to do a little bit more, maybe get a little bit further into the story, see what's happening with Dave, all that kind of stuff. But that is all to come. Basically, I have progressed the story a little bit.
Yes.
I also kind of came to an understanding that over the next as I go deeper, there's more and more sharks are coming into my world. Also anglerfish. So
oh yeah, that would make sense as you go deeper.
Not looking forward to that.
No.
Absolute fucking abomination.
I should know what they are, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, Dave the Diver, guys. It's Dave the Diver. It's a very odd game, which is like a combination
with Fat Ash Ketchum.
With Fat Ketchum.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's just such a weird combination game where it's like, okay, think about a restaurant management game, right? And an underwater exploration, and now just jam them together.
Yeah, it's an odd one. It is odd.
Hey, that's why we love indie games.
Yeah, true. True.
Yeah, but so Dave the Diver came out. Check that one out. It's I get brutalized by a shark.
Yeah, I'm not surprised on that one.
They just have such an issue with me, which doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, but oh well, I guess.
Yeah.
That's movies for you. They kind of depict them like that. But anyway, that was Dave the Diver. So, other than that, it is Minecraft this week?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
So Friday, guys, you have this. Thank you for watching. And on Saturday, we have Minecraft. Kris, anything you want to say about that?
So, it may have happened again. Last time it was just an issue with the recording. This time I just forgot to hit record.
We'll let you get your apologies out of the way. Guys, we're back in Sky Factory. As I said, normally at this time of year you would get an Easter Minecraft.
Oh shit, yeah, but that's what you would. Yeah, okay. Because you were talking about that after the Christmas one.
Yeah, I was.
You were.
And then I just totally forgot that Easter happened.
Yeah.
Guys, I had planned for a rabbit hunt.
Yes, I do recall.
So,
yes.
I was planning that for Easter. We're going to go back to the normal server, and pretty much the first one to catch a rabbit and bring it back to
base or the starting location.
Either
one.
We'll call it the village.
Yeah.
The hub spawn. I don't know.
I would say it was right where we spawned, so yeah, you could say spawn, or near enough to where we spawned.
It's pretty much the hub. I like the hub, because like the way I see things moving forward, it's like when we do stuff there, it'll be like from this, and so basically what's going to happen is as we do stuff, the world is going to become more and more artificial, because we'll be building stuff, obviously. And
yes,
like it'll kind of spread out from the hub. So it's like really far away. You might not be able to tell. It'll look just like a normal Minecraft.
Yeah.
But then like as you get closer, it's going to be things like, oh look, there's a giant glass pyramid. Because we did something that required a giant glass pyramid. Stuff like that. Anyway, point is that there was a plan for Easter to go out into the world and just catch rabbits.
Yeah.
I had done no planning on that.
So
I don't even know if it was something that could be done in an hour. Because, fun fact, I don't know where rabbits spawn.
Neither do I.
And I haven't seen one in all of my exploring. Other than the two that I have spawned in my house because I got eggs for them from the Christmas event.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, so there's that. So instead, because I totally forgot Easter was happening this week and thought we had more time.
So deserts, snowy biomes, flower forests, mountain areas. There's a few places.
Okay, so it may be possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, so instead of that, you get an episode of Sky Factory where we are continuing to question what the fuck we're doing, really.
I mean, we know what we're doing.
Yes, sort of. Yeah, more advancement happens. There are things in Sky Factory that I am advancing off recordings. And when I say advancing, nothing is actually an advancement. It's just a modification to something we already have.
Yeah.
Mainly because
it needs to happen. And
it's
a long process.
Yeah. So one of the big differences between this episode and last episode is that there is now my furnace and smelter are now bigger.
Yeah.
The reason is that was just a lot of putting stuff into the furnace and then, into the smelter and then smelting it out, and that just took like 4 hours of just stacking bricks and then pressing buttons. It wasn't entertaining. It just needed to be done. So stuff like that will happen off screen. But all advancements, every time we actually are pushing forwards with something, that's all going to happen in recording, and that's kind of what we do. I had it in my mind that we were close to a diamond tree.
No.
It turns out we weren't as close as I thought we would. We weren't super far away, but we weren't as close as I thought. Because there was a whole other tree that I had to make before I could make the tree that makes the diamond tree. If that makes any sense. Basically, by the end of these 2 episodes, we have all of the base useful materials in Minecraft.
Yes.
We have iron, gold, diamond. We do make diamond by the end of the 2 episodes, but not by the end of the first one.
No.
But that now means that we have to make all of the other trees, the metal trees.
Yes.
And there are quite a few of them, and because they're not natural Minecraft materials, they're a little bit more complex.
Just a tad.
Because I forget they exist. That's the reality of it. So we're not nearly done with the trees, but we are in a slightly better area.
Okay. Makes sense.
Well, we also needed to start farming.
We did need to start farming. There was one slight hiccup while we were recording.
There was. You will get to see that. Kris fucks up. That should surprise no one that Kris fucks up, but
it's gold.
Basically, this episode will all be from my perspective.
Yes.
Purely because
it's not even the fuck up I'm talking about. But yes.
Purely because at the end of an hour of recording, Kris goes, "Oh, I haven't been recording."
I looked at it, saw the time, and went, that still says, "Oh shit."
Well, we are back in Sky Factory, guys, and look, I'm not gonna lie. When we were recording that, I was sitting there being like, an hour has gone past. An hour has gone past. What have we achieved?
I built more of the platform. There was the minor fuck up of mine. And
It's fine.
It's fine.
It wasn't minor.
It's fine. And then I think I put a couple of trees up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do a lot. Like, you can't see me doing all of it because my perspective isn't there. But I didn't do a lot.
Got a lot. I got a lot to do before we jump back in for the next recording. But let's put it this way.
Yep.
A lot of my life at the moment is spent putting stuff into a smeltery. I gotta make so many bricks, and I was hoping that there was a way to cheat making bricks. It turns out there's not.
It doesn't surprise me.
There's not a way to cheat. So I don't know. I might do some fiddling, Kris.
Some fiddling?
Yeah. So remember I said that the smelter is currently the largest it can be?
Yeah.
As wide and as
Yeah. You said
long.
It can go higher.
It can go higher. So what I might do is build another level higher with spouts and stuff so that I can do more pours.
Yeah.
Because at the moment I'm maxed out at something like 25.
Sounds right, yeah.
Yeah. I could take that up a little bit more. I could put more spouts in and have an even 28.
Yeah.
But I think if I just put spouts higher up, yeah, I don't know how that, because technically it shouldn't work. But
no,
I don't think that that's an issue. Hopefully,
you'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've got a bit of work to do because we need a fuck ton of bricks, and I have to pour each one of those individually, which is not fun.
No.
They are fast, but it's not fun. It's not fun.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, how many bricks do we need? About 1,000. Cool.
Off you go. Doing 25 at a time.
Actually, it's only 11 at a time because I also have block molds there as well, which, you know, for nearly every material, the block molds are great because it's like, oh, we're doing iron, block of iron. That's 9 ingots right there, and we can churn it into 9 ingots.
Yeah.
Not brick. Yeah. You pour a block of brick. Oh, you get terracotta. Go fuck yourself. What do you mean I get terracotta? Yeah, no, see, that sucks.
It does.
Because I'm like, oh, I just wanted a block of bricks. I just thought hopefully I could make a block of bricks. But no. No.
Gotta do it the long way.
Yeah, I do. Which is terrifying because Kris's long building, when it's finished, is going to be made of brick.
Yes, it is.
And for each block of that long building, that's 4 bricks.
That's a long building.
That each have to be made by hand. I could throw them in the furnace, but I think we get more material. I'll have to do some maths on that one.
Yes,
But,
it's probably a smart idea to do the maths on that one.
Yeah.
Or you might end up getting to a point of like, you know what? Let's adjust what we're making this out of. No, it's gonna be brick.
Very stubborn.
Okay, fair enough.
Anyway, guys, but that's going to be the Minecraft. So check that one out because some
funny stuff happens.
Kris does mess up, and
I don't think it was a full mess up.
And I do what I do best, which is just stop. I just stop and stare into the... You know, that happens a lot. I have noticed that in all the Minecraft stuff that I've been looking at recently. Like when I make shorts and stuff. You mess up and I stop. I say something and you stop. It's like there are points, like there was something we were doing in one of the older Minecrafts, and I said something to you and it stopped you for like 5. You just stood there, not doing anything for 5 minutes because of what I said, and I was like, and because I was nowhere near you, and I was just doing my own thing, I just continued on like nothing happened, and it's like standing there being like, huh? And almost like.
See, if it's ever at the end of the recordings, what I've like the last few times we've done the Minecraft recordings, like I'm crashing out in the last like 10-20 minutes.
It means getting tired, not like actually crashing out.
Oh yeah,
it's not being like, what the fuck?
yeah. So just getting like super tired. Like I did notice with that recording. So in the second one, there was a point where I was running into a wall. I had nodded off, and then I sort of came to him like, "There's a wall in front of me. Let's move."
No, but like this was just this was a long time ago, and it was just quite literally in the middle of a recording. I can't even remember what I said. It was just one of those like classic like offlines that I have where I'll just say something that doesn't really, and you just stopped.
And I didn't respond to it?
No, you said something and then you're just like it was just like you just being like the brain processing what was just said. I was like
sometimes you say the most fucking stupid shit.
Oh yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, but like it was great, and you're just kinda like, huh? What? And I was like,
something was just said and I don't like it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, like it happens.
It does.
But yeah, anyway, that's that's everything that's happening this week or has happened this week. So,
Yeah.
other than that, subscriber count, Kris,
373.
sounds about right to me.
We went up slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just went down slightly. We're at 374 over, like, I think, on Monday or something like that.
Okay.
It was a weird day to be up, I will say that.
Okay.
Because usually we go up when the shorts come out.
True.
Not so much when the videos come out.
Makes sense.
But yeah, it was another classic example of like looking at it and being like, oh, okay, that's the number, and then like looking at it like 20 minutes later and being like, oh, the number has changed down.
Oh, nice.
So I didn't look at the analytics. I don't know if YouTube actually acknowledged that we went down this time, or maybe it was just one of those situations where it's like, no, you saw nothing.
It could have been.
Anyway, but yeah, guys, I think that just about wraps up channel news.
I think so.
Kris, what's been going on this week, man? What have you been doing? Anything cool?
No. I've been going to work. Found out we're dropping down to 4 people.
You're dropping down to 4 people. Oh.
To run a section
No, that's fine.
from 6 till 9, 5 days a week. 7 till 6, the other 2 days in a week.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's going to work.
It's fine.
Don't worry, Monday, I'm the only one rusted on in paint. And Tuesday, same thing.
It's a very long day for you.
I'm not doing extra hours. Fuck
6
that.
to 9, that's what, like
No,
14, 15 hours
I'm
a
only
day?
doing 9 hours. I start at 8. I start at 8 on Monday and I start at 6 on Tuesday.
And I don't give a fuck, he says.
That is exactly what it is.
No, look, it's... Business be stupid.
Yeah, it does.
The Australian economy is stupid at the moment.
It is.
But, no, that's kind of cool. I found out that I have a test I have to do this week at some point.
No, that's fun.
Yeah. It should be pretty easy. But
Should be.
It's... I'm not gonna lie.
Uh-huh. Why not?
University sucks.
Yeah, I can agree.
It's just like, the one thing is like, damn it, I have another test due this week. Damn it. Everything else is on my calendar. Like, but this test just wasn't. And I'm like, why? Why didn't you put this test on my calendar with all my other assessment due dates?
It makes sense.
It'd be nice if it was there, but as such, should be easy. The thing I'm really not looking forward to is that I have, in April, I have two 2,000-word essays due.
Oh, those ones. The one weird one, and the other one's not so bad.
Yeah, one of them's not too bad. The other one's just a pain in the butt. It's an autobiography, and I'm like, okay, but like, how do I? It's like, and don't forget to do your references. I'm like, how do I reference an autobiography?
What?
Yeah.
Just reference at the end. My brain.
That's it, isn't it?
It's like, what? Doesn't make
like-
fucking sense.
So, am I supposed to go to the library and read the book on me? And I can reference that? Oh, wait, that's right. That doesn't fucking exist. No, it's
So in the next month, you need to write that book, publish it,
yes.
and then you can reference that book.
Go through all of the shit. Anyway, no, I don't. I think it is a very big waste of time.
Of course it is.
And that's the problem.
Makes sense.
I think it's the biggest problem I find with a lot of the university stuff I'm doing is like, some of it I'm just like, okay, this is fine. I have no issue with this. Some of it I'm like, this is just a waste of everyone's time. So it's kind of like my maths one, right? Giving me a math assessment is fine. I fully accept that. That needs to be done.
Yeah.
Making a portion of it the homework over the last 3 weeks, that's a waste of everyone's time. Because, there are going to be people who don't need to do the homework because
Correct.
they understand the subject.
Yeah.
So they're not going to do the homework.
No.
I didn't. And I as I said to you, I was literally sitting there considering just writing a note being like, I did the maths, and it turns out the time it would take me to do the homework is actually not worth the 6 marks I would get for doing it.
Yes.
So I didn't. And then just, hoping that as a math lecturer, they would look at that and be like, I respect this.
I respect this, and I'm going to accept it. You've got 6 points.
But, like, yeah, no, I was just kind of like, there's stuff like that which I just fucking hate, because it's kind of like, it's busy work for the sake of busy work. It's like, oh, we want you to prove that you're doing your stuff every week.
Why?
Get fucked.
Why?
It's like, no, you get to see my assessments, and you get to be like, wow, you did well on the assessment. That's the proof that I've been doing my stuff every week. Or, surprise, surprise, maybe I just find your subject very easy.
Yeah, there's that.
It's like, both are good options. However, being like, okay, we need you to do 300 homework questions for 6 marks. It's like, each of those questions is worth fuck all. It's like, no, we're not going to do that.
No. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. No, it was not a good thing to have in the math assessment.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I feel about this this autobiography one. I'm like, why a 2,000 word autobiography? Okay, make it 1,000 words so that we, if you want something like this, make it 1,000 words so that we can just phone it in.
Yeah.
Because 1,000 words is about an hour of work.
Yeah.
It's like, cool, I can phone that in fucking easy as shit. No, it's got to be 2,000 words, which again, it's only about 2,000. 2,000 words, about 2.5 hours of work.
Yeah.
But the added 1,000 extra words is like, you got to go really in depth. And it's like, cool, that's fine. It's not a hard thing, but
see, I'm screwed on an autobiography. 2,000 words about myself, can't do it.
I can, but that's more because I know how to write these things. The biggest issue is more the fact that I'm in a position where I am doing a degree that most people do straight out of high school.
True.
In my 30s, because the thing is, I've done 2 other degrees.
True.
I've done 2 other degrees. I did one of them straight out of high school.
Yeah.
When I was young and a little bit more foolish. This is not a subject for someone my age. A 2,000 word essay for someone my age is sort of like, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Begrudgingly, because I don't want to do it, but I will because, it's what's requested. For some, like an 2,000 word autobiography for someone who's spent their entire life, who's like an 18-year-old coming out of high school, is like, it's sort of, they don't have any real life experience.
True.
They don't have really anything, and it's like, yeah, write 2,000 words about it, and it's like, okay, what am I writing 2,000 words about? I've been in the school system for so long, and yeah, I find the whole thing a little bit perplexing. But
makes sense.
Other than that, university's going great. I love it. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun. It's really an afterthought for me at this point in time. The thing that I'm really not looking forward to is placement.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like 4 weeks of my life where I have to go into a school and.
That's just this year. It's not what 4 weeks total.
No, it's 4 weeks every time I go in.
Yeah.
And I have to go in like 4 times.
Yeah.
So it's a big chunk, and I'm
it
like,
is.
Anyway, I digress.
You do.
It's this is what I've chosen to do, and so I will do it, and I will complain a moderate amount about it, but mainly only about stupid things.
Okay, fair enough.
Like, as I said, I haven't really complained about my maths other than the fact that they wanted me to do all the homework for 6 fucking marks.
It's kind of like me complaining about the issue of, hey, you're starting to become a personal trainer. Tell me the intricacies of how the heart works. It's like, fucking why? Not the intricacies. I can understand the basic way it works, but not everything.
No,
it's a waste of time that is.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
You kind of have to do it. But yeah, no, like, other than that, I've just been, like, playing baseball, watching baseball.
Fair.
My back was kind of sore from last weekend.
Yeah.
Turns out, being in, like, a semi-crouch position for several hours a day does not do wonders for the back.
How'd you figure that out?
Yeah. Well, by doing it.
Oh, yeah. Fucking who would have guessed?
Yeah, guys. Honestly, this year is just it's
a busy one so far.
It has been,
and
everything's just kind of like everything. I knew it was always going to be busy. Like as I said, like I'm practically working 2 jobs and doing university, which is practically having another job. So I'm practically doing 3 jobs. 3 jobs at once, and I'm like, oh god, I'm so busy. But it's not even that. It's more the fact that like everything's just like flying by. Like and I kind of get it because I'm pretty sure like Easter last year was like midway through April.
I think so.
But like and this year it's like right at the fucking beginning.
Yeah, no, it would be. No, this isn't telling me on. Yeah, I was hoping it would.
Anyway, point is that it's like it just feels like things are moving fast, and
Yeah, it was mid to late April.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, so like that's what I was planning for, and being like, cool, okay, and it's like, no, bang, we're here, we're doing this.
Yeah,
be ready for it. And I'm like, whoa, crazy.
The thing, if you had another 18 days to prepare for that, you still wouldn't have, because you forgot about it.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like you could have given me heaps more time. Like so I'm the way that I'm currently organizing everything is like, what is the next thing that's due? And so I was like, so I have something I have to do tomorrow. So that's what I'm going to focus on tomorrow.
Yes.
And then it's like, cool. Then I've got like, so I was like, at the moment it's like the podcast that's coming out tomorrow. So that's my focus. Then the Minecraft is coming out Saturday. So that's the focus. Then I have to have this test done by Tuesday. So that's something I'll do over the weekend probably. Then it's like, okay, then I have this 2,000 word essay due on the 15th. So I'm not even going to worry about that until the things that I need to be done are done. Then it's like, you got another 2,000 word due on the 22nd. So it's like, then that's the thing. Then it's like, on the 1st of May, I have another math assignment due. So then that'll be the thing that I worry about.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm very much like, what is the next thing that needs to happen?
Yeah.
Which is and then just trying to figure out my way around it. It's nice that we're now in school holidays, and it's like I have the next 2 weeks of not having any students, so it's like, oh, I have time, I can just do this, or but it is it is a thing. Like all through that, it's also like, okay, channel stuff. So it's all just about time management, and that's kind of the thing that I think where I need to work the most at. But also, so I'm probably going to start like doing up a little schedule thing.
Yeah.
And trying to just like get into a good rhythm. I think if I can do that, I'll be fine. But
should work out.
Yes.
Yeah. I just gotta get my studying to work.
Oh, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. As I said, like the fact that I just like had no, and it's because like in reality is where I am in life. I don't actually look at a calendar all that fucking often. Like honestly,
I do now, but that's different reasons.
It does not bother me. Like the only. I have due dates now, which is, that's the only real reason to worry about things. But that's not even a thing for me, really. It's like, something's due in 4 or 3 weeks. And it's like, cool.
Yeah. We'll get there.
It's like, yeah, cool, I have 3 weeks to get this done. I'm not even going to stress about it until it's a week due, and hopefully if I manage my time correctly, when it's a week before it's due, I will already have it finished.
True, yes.
And like, I guess I'm kind of lucky in that way, because I do know this about myself, and, you know, it's kind of what gets me through university, is that I get bored and I just do my university work.
Fair.
Because it's like, a lot of people are like, oh, but if you have all these distractions like this and this and this, you know, you're going to get distracted. It's like, no, see, I'm the opposite. It's like, I have all these distractions, and it's like, okay, I'm bored.
Yeah.
So it's like last night I got, at about 10 o'clock, I was like, oh, yeah, I don't want to play video games anymore.
Yeah.
So I just started doing some work on my assessment stuff, because it's like, I'm bored.
It works.
And so, yeah, that's like my one advantage, is that I actually get so bored that I want to do work, as opposed to a lot of people who are like, anything to avoid doing work. It's like, no, now I'm bored.
Yeah.
I want to do something productive.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, no, other than that, you know, like, I just don't think anything really big's happening. It's April, you know. My things I really care about are happening in May. June's got a big one for me, I think, because they've finally announced the 11th edition of Warhammer, so I think I'm gonna buy that starter box. I just got to figure out where. Like, do I go down to Millennium and be like, give it to me?
I mean, you probably could. They're probably the best place in town to do that.
Yeah, but we also live in the world of the internet, where I could just go to the internet and be like, give it to me.
Also true. It's also very true.
Then I want to like buy some painting stuff as well. I don't know if I talked to you about this, but I want to buy like a little airbrushing kit.
You had, yes.
Yeah. So, and yeah, now I want to get into my 3D printing. So like all stuff that is. It's like, if I can have the painting stuff by June.
You can get a lot of that from Millennium as well.
Oh yeah, but it's like, if I can get the painting stuff by June, it's like, cool. Yeah, I have that. That's a long time. I will probably have it before then.
Yes.
I'll probably have it, honestly, if I'm being honest, I'll probably have it by the end of the month. Yeah. Then it's like, okay, the 3D printing, well, all of that stuff's like now finally showed up. I have it, and now I just need to figure out what I want to print first, and you know, I am questioning like if I should have my resin printer where it is because of the smell.
Oh yeah, that's actually a fair point.
Yeah, and I'm like,
do you take over that room?
My biggest thing is like, so I'm going to see how that goes, because fun fact, and I know this because my sister has fucked around with nails. Resin makes me fucking sick. And not like sick like, ooh, I don't feel so good, like sick like, I think I'm going to die now.
It's not fun.
No. So I'm not like, it's got a filter in there, supposedly.
Yeah.
That's what that box is. But it's like, I'm like, I don't know how stinky that's going to be. Because it might end up being something where it's like, I have to put this out in the shed.
True.
Which I really don't want to do, because, you know, couple $100 3D printer in a shed.
So I said that room. Open the windows.
Yeah.
It's like, how much is it going to go up?
Well, that's the other issue, that this room does not have windows.
It doesn't have ventilation. No, it doesn't.
No.
It doesn't.
But I could like put a big fan there and just blow it somewhere else and make it other people's problems. But everything is finally coming together. Like that, from the start of the year, I was like, oh, I want to do this year. Well, I'm kind of there now. So now all I have to do is actually do it, you know? You know, Kris?
True.
And so that's pretty good, I think, actually, all things considered. I don't have much to complain about. Yeah.
You'll figure it out. You'll find something to complain about.
I should, but you know, I'm actually rather content at the moment, which is a strange feeling for me, because I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be content.
Levels.
I feel like, Chris, I feel like that I should be more on edge.
Probably. I definitely should be.
Like, I don't know, man. It's weird for me to be, because I did most of my university away from home and like living in college. It was always like, oh yeah, okay, but you know, like everything that we do, like I play video games, but it was like university was there because I was at university. I was literally there, and it was always like on the mind. Whereas here it's like, yeah, man, I'll get around to that when I feel like it, and it's just it's weird because I'm not. It feels like there's no stress on me, and I'm just like, there should be stress, shouldn't there? And then I look at what I got to do, and I'm like, that's easy.
Yeah,
and that's worrying to me because it's like it shouldn't be easy. Should it? And then I'm like, I'm a relatively smart cookie. This should be pretty easy. But then I'm also like, no, it shouldn't be. But who knows? Like, I honestly, we'll see how we go. We'll see how I get through this first term. I unfortunately have 3 days where I have to go and do stuff, which sucks. I've got a weekend that I lose. I think I've talked to you about that one.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, fucking university taking weekend days. They're not allowed to. They're School's not allowed to take your weekend away from you. And then I have a test, like I have to go in for a physical math test, which is worth 50% of my grade.
You should probably go to that one.
Well, it kind of, I'm not gonna lie, right? Again, because I really don't care if I have like the highest grades. It's like, I'm okay just passing, if I'm being honest. I shouldn't just pass. I should be able to get way better grades than just passing. But I'm like, I don't really care, if that makes any sense. And I'm sitting there being like, if I pass this 10% test, this 10% assignment that I've done, which, spoilers, I will pass it. It was very easy. All I have to do is pass that 50%, and that's 60. That's 60%. That's a pass.
It's a pass.
I don't have to do any of the work for this whole fucking thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
And that's a worrying thought, because the fact that I'm having that thought is like, no, you must be on top of things. Don't sit there and be like, well, actually, it's impossible for me to fail now because I have to do the 50% test, and because I've already passed 10% of the grade, 50% would make it a 6, which is a pass.
Yeah, but it's not the best thought process. That's not the best.
Look, teacher, I've done the maths.
Okay, he has done the maths.
60% will get me my passing grade. That's all I need. And because I have to do the test anyway, because if I was to just do all the assignments, that's only 50%. That's only just a pass. It's actually technically not, because you need 51% to pass.
Well, yes.
Yeah, so it's like the other two. Yeah, I hate it when they do that, because it incentivizes you to not do work.
It does.
There was one of my mates back when I was in Sydney, he was like, nah, so it turns out my final is worth 75% of my grade. And I was like,
yeah.
I went, so there's really no point in you doing anything else, is there? And he was like, because at 75%, it's like, that's not, you doing well on that's not just a pass. It's not just a credit. It's almost a fucking distinction.
Almost, yeah.
If you get a distinction on that, you pretty much get a credit for the whole fucking...
Yeah.
And it's like, that's too much grade.
It is. It's fucking stupid.
Anything over 40 for your final is kind of too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. That's...
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck, it's Easter, man. It's crazy.
It is. Fun.
Ugh. I know the time goes faster when you get older, but like this year has been crazy.
I know. It's been fucking ridiculous.
I think it's just because there's been so much crap happening. You know?
True.
It's like there hasn't. I don't think there's been a single fucking week where nothing new has occurred in the world and something new and crazy's fucking happened, and we just haven't had time to fucking digest and slow down, and and it's just led to a thing where it's like it feels like everything's speeding by. It's like the exact opposite of COVID times. In COVID, everything was so fucking slow because nothing was happening because everyone was locked inside.
I wasn't.
Well, you were. You just had to go to work.
Yeah, but with how ridiculous it was there, it was flying by for us too. Because it was fucking stupid there.
But yeah, I'm just like, yeah, this year is like, boom. It's been one thing after the next, after the next, after the next. And, we're only 4 fucking months in and it feels like I've aged 10 years this year.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, thank you for joining us. If you like this video, consider liking, sharing, commenting, or subscribing. If you want to see more from me and Kris, check out the rest of the channel. We play a whole variety of video games. But guys, until next time, I've been Darcy. He's Kris.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you next time right here on the channel.
Indeed. See ya.
See you later, guys.